women's soccer team can now focus its attention on the pitch once again. A 9-year lawsuit ended Monday. The issue began in 1998 when 2 female soccer players filed a sexual harassment suit against head coach Anson Dorrance. The university settled with Debbie Keller in 2004 and this week with Melissa Jennings for more than $350,000. The athletics department says the settlement is to reimburse Jennings for her court fees, not to indicate guilt. Tonight, the men's basketball team will head to Atlanta for its second ACC matchup on the road. The Heels have to overcome a very different and more hostile crowd than this one, as well as a rash of rolled ankles. Ty Lawson and Marcus Ginyard both turned their ankles in Saturday's game versus NC State. Carolina must utilize the same smothering defense the Heels used against the Wolfpack to take their sting out of the Yellow Jackets. Danny Green needs to keep his shooting good and his dancing as well too. Roy Williams is confident in Green's abilities.
Danny's, as I said the other day, I feel like I have 6 starters. I feel like that Danny's playing really good basketball for us. He's had a tape session with he and Dion together yesterday, and we talked about the defensive end of the floor more than we did anything else.
The women's basketball team is currently ranked number 3 in the nation with a 16-1 record. A familiar face missing from this year's team is Ivory Latta, the school's career leading scorer. Team officials retired Latta's jersey at halftime of the Georgia Tech game earlier this month. With senior guard Alex Miller sidelined by injury, freshman Satara DeGraffenreid has stepped up to lead the Heels' high-powered offense, boasting a Latoya Pringle on defense, Rashana McCants from deep, and Arlena Larkins on the inside. This year's team is nearly unstoppable. The next test is Thursday night against Boston College in Carmichael Auditorium. Winter break isn't much of a break for college athletes. Reporter Jason Kahn takes a look at what student athletes do when the rest of us are gone.
Ever wonder what athletes do to keep sane on campus during winter break?
We just really take the time of break to relax because we don't really have time during season because we have classes and ball games and practice. But I think most of us just sleep through most of the break.
We just hang out with each other, go get food together in between practices, maybe go catch a movie, whatever you can do that's not too strenuous so we can rest up for practice.
I am sleeping the majority of the time. I don't leave my room much, so I'm either in my room sleeping, downloading some music. Lately, I've been playing a lot of rock band.
Wrestler Keegan Mueller says it's important to stay busy to keep from getting bored.
It's a real contact sport, so we're always doing something fun, whether we're just pushing each other around or sitting around watching a video, hanging out together.
Mueller says most athletes don't mind staying through the break because they're committed.
We realize that we only have this 4 years to be athletes left and get our goals done. We're not really feel like we're missing out on too much.
And now that classes are back in session, they're sleeping less and working more.
It's like, oh my gosh, we were just here for like a month by ourselves, and everyone's coming back and I have 8 o'clock classes every day, but once you get into the swing of it and practices and stuff, it goes by pretty quick.
And now all of us, student athletes and just plain students, are hoping for a very successful spring semester. In Chapel Hill, I'm Jason Kahn, Carolina Week Sports.
The wrestling team's first ACC match of the year versus Maryland had plenty of excitement for the fans. UNC's Nick Stabil got the Heels off to a great start with a 10-0 win, and Vincent Ramirez survived a close bout to extend Carolina's lead. But Maryland's Brian Letters eventually got Ben Fiacco's Heels off his back to score points for the Terps. Glad it wasn't on the other end of the lens on this shot. That's Carolina's Keegan Mueller manhandling Mike McGill. Mueller's 12-0 win put Carolina in the driver's seat for the rest of the match until Maryland's Hudson Taylor had this match-changing pin that gave the Terrapins their first lead of the day. Despite some nice highlights, Carolina couldn't quite complete the comeback. The Heels fall 17-19. Up next for the Tar Heels is Duke on Thursday in Carmichael. Adam, you should see me in a uniform, a wrestling uniform.
I think you should keep your day job and probably spare all of us from seeing that.
Maybe I should.
Thank you, Walter. Shooting a brick is a bad thing in basketball.
But laying a brick is a big part of the beauty of our campus. Next, we'll introduce you to 2 guys whose work we walk all over.